to direct seed into our garden. So we've got some really nice soil here. Now there are lots of different ways to direct seed things. Over in this bed, I have rows. So I took the soil and I made rows a few inches apart so we can just sow some stuff in there. I'm going to put cucumbers and bush beans in this bed behind me. But today I want to talk about this way of growing, which is called the Three Sisters method. The Three Sisters method is a method that the Native Americans have been using since way before any of us were born. And they've been doing it, it works really well, it helps to feed all of the different crops. So what they do is they plant 3 different crops. They plant corn, which we'll be planting today, and then they plant a pole bean, which grows up and it needs something to support it, and then the beans grow on the pole. And then there's also like squash, cucumber, pumpkin, melons, all different kinds of vines that spread out. We're going to plant squash in this bed. So what you do is you get your seeds. These are our seeds. They're very pretty. Very, very pretty seeds. They're very colorful. This type of corn is called miniature colored popcorn. So I have made 3 different mounds in a circle. Now, there are different ways to do this, but this is the way I like to do it. Okay, so I make my mounds, and then I make a little tiny trench around the mound so that all of the plants are about 12 inches apart and 2 feet almost across. So I'm going to take 3 seeds, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to put them right 1, 2, 3. The reason I like to plant 3 seeds is that you've got birds that are going to come and take your seeds a lot of the time. Sometimes your seed gets washed away by the rain and it gets carried away, and then you have another one left that'll grow. So 1 for the birds, 1 for the wind, and 1 for growing. So I'm going to leave them here because I want to see where I planted them. And I'm going to come about 12 inches to the next spot and plant 3 there. And then I'm going to come 12 inches until I go all the way around my circle. So we'll do 3 seeds all the way around. Probably get about 6 plants in this little area. The funny thing about corn is, if you want to plant corn to eat, you really need to plant a lot. Because one corn plant, one corn stalk, will usually only have 1 or 2 ears of corn on it. So it's not like a tomato plant where there's like hundreds of tomatoes growing off of it. But this is just a cool little demonstration we're going to do here. So we cover, after we do our seeds, we cover them up with the soil all the way around. Cover them up, and we cover them up. Well, there we go, cover them up. And we pat down the soil really, really well so it's kind of tight in there. And then we tell the seeds, grow seeds, grow. We wish you the best growth. Grow, 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 grow. Do our little magic chant. All right, so next week, these seeds will probably sprout and they'll probably be about this tall. When they're about this tall, then you can come in and you can plant your beans here, and then you plant your squash on the outside, and the squash will come and grow over, and it will protect the husks of corn, it'll protect the corn plants, and it will protect the bean plants, their roots, so it grows over the soil. And the bean plants give the corn nitrogen, which corn really likes, because nitrogen helps the green parts of the plant to grow, like the leaves and the stems. So it'll help the corn to grow nice and tall. And the bean plants need the corn support to grow up. So let's see what happens with our Three Sisters garden. See you next week, kids.